Ray Reese, Reese's Masterpieces. Here to do sort of a quick video before I have to teach cardio kickboxing. I'm out here in Crumlin. But a friend of mine wanted some feedback. Nando had sent me a photo, which I'll try to put up on the screen there, but in absence of that, let me see, I don't know if you guys can see. So, of this setup here, all right? This is something that was purchased for 20 bucks, for 20 bucks. So, good news, bad news, and better news. The bad news, throw it out. Just to get straight to the point, it's not going to be worth it. It's not going to be practical. The short version is it's not a standardized set. So the bar, the weights, it's nothing that any sort of commercial gym, any sort of amateur or professional lifter would use. It's just not to standard. It's not, it's not. Which means that you would have difficulty finding upgrading or adding on stuff. It's not, it's very specifically a low-end home workout system that sounds good, but the person that would have that is unlikely to realize that, yeah, this isn't gonna be good long-term. But that person's probably also not gonna be working out long-term or long enough to realize it. Next thing you know, it goes in the garage. Next thing you know, it's on Craigslist. But that's the bad news. The good news is that I can show you what else you can do in a separate video. The better news, I should say the good news is you only pay 20 bucks for it. The better news is that I can show you in a separate video what you should be doing. That being said, what can you do with what you have, with the space that you have? Not the equipment, right? It's great that you have, it looks like the rubberized flooring. That's awesome. Just be mindful if you ever do any sort of kettlebell or dumbbell workouts that you have to put that stuff down carefully so it doesn't like bounce and crush your foot. So what would I get instead? I don't know what your budget is, but I will just give you some metrics. Ideally, you would have a 45-pound bar. That's the standard bar. The bar that you have, it won't even fit regular weights, and would probably bend if you tried to put regular weights on there. You want a 45-pound Olympic bar. That's the standard. It's the standard bar. And ideally, you would have weights in addition to that equal your body weight. Not because you're going to use that immediately, but because you're working towards that. We're working towards burning fat, increasing muscle, and as we decrease our muscle, we want to be able to at least maintain the muscle that we have. So if I weigh 270 something, I want to be able to move 270 pounds with my respective lifts. Not all of them, but for the most part, I'm gonna be able to do that. And as I'm burning calories, burning fat, I don't want to also burn or lose muscle. Now, that might not be for everybody. You may not have enough room. Maybe you can't fit a 45-pound bar. The stuff's expensive. So if I'm 270 pounds, the bars are normally like, I think $150 by themselves. And plates you can usually find online, like on Craigslist, between 50 cents and $1 a pound. But again, if it was $1 a pound, even if it was 50 cents a pound, I'd be looking at another $135. to $270. But if not your full weight, half your weight, and then you just have to do twice as much work. But even failing that, because again, maybe you don't have the room for the bar. Maybe you don't have room for the bar. Maybe you don't want to have to even deal with the bar just yet. You would want to get two dumbbells that add up to a quarter of your weight. So I'm going to round up to 280 pounds. I'm a little bit lighter than 280. Actually, I'm considerably lighter than 280. I am 260 something. So 280, 1/4 of 280 is 70 pounds. So what I would do is, and I only have one here, I would have two 35-pound dumbbells. And we can do a number of things with those. I'm going to go through some basic movements right quick, super quick. This is not a workout. But it allows me to do goblet squats, deadlifts. If I had two, I could hold them like so. We're not doing that. I've got my rows, bent over, single arm, alternating rows with the elbows out. I have my elbows in to work the lats, the upper back, that V shape. And I also have the opportunity, maybe I don't really want to do presses just yet. So like overhead presses or chest presses. But I mean, in theory, you could, if you had, you got your two dumbbells, you would press from here. So that's plausible, assuming you can handle that weight. But if you can't, the thing that you can do, you can do flies from a plank position. Push-ups are optional from here, but taking that weight, moving it over, taking that weight, moving it over. So, and because you have that rubberized floor, this type of workout would probably be good for you because your joints won't take as much of a pounding trying to maneuver from the floor and up accordingly. That's about it. Sorry if maybe your hopes are dashed, but like I said, at the very minimum, I would suggest getting a set of dumbbells that are equal to 1/4 of your weight, and then we can go from there. And so if I were buying those, so it's 70 pounds worth of dumbbells, maybe $140 total. And then there's more specifics, but that's just a basic bare minimum suggestion. Thanks for reaching out to me. If you have any other questions, and I'm sure you do, feel free. Comment, direct message me, whichever you prefer, and I'll try to respond here. Ray Reese, Reese's Masterpieces. Take care, and goodbye. See ya.